Bless your heart, so let's talk about the Czech Republic. For most Americans, this country used to be a fuzzy, vaguely European place somewhere near Germany, Austria, Narnia. It was that spot on the map you'd point to and say, yeah, I think my great-aunt's cousin's dog sitter was from there. But now, suddenly, everyone wants to go. It's the new hotness. Prague is flooding your Instagram feed. Your buddy Dave, who thinks abroad is a type of cheese, is suddenly an expert on Bohemian history. What happened? Did they discover a new kind of avocado toast there? Did they announce that all their castles come with free Wi-Fi? No, the reason is more primal. Whispers across the internet, tales in dimly lit sports bars, stories of a magical land filled with mythical creatures. Not dragons, not wizards, something far more powerful, something that can make a grown man forget his own name and his fantasy football password. Yes, the legendary, almost mythical, beautiful Czech women. The secret is out. Rebranded, post-Soviet mystery, rebranded, real-life fairy tale. Where every woman looks like a supermodel who just finished her shift at the library. Hold on, before you pack your best acts and book a one-way ticket, let's be real. This narrative is a little insane. Like believing all Texans ride horses to work, like believing every Floridian wrestles alligators for fun. It's a stereotype, a caricature, a travel blogger's fever dream. Alright, let's get right into it. The main event. The reason Chad from accounting just spent his entire tax refund on a flight to a country he can't pronounce. The women. According to the internet, stepping off the plane in Prague is like walking onto the set of a Victoria's Secret photo shoot. Angels are everywhere. They're bagging your groceries, they're driving the trams, they're filing your dental insurance claims. The lore suggests the average Czech woman is a 6-foot-tall goddess with cheekbones that could cut glass and a PhD in astrophysics, who also happens to be down to earth and waiting for a charming foreigner to mispronounce hello. This whole idea is, of course, ridiculous. It's also a little creepy. It reduces an entire population to a single shallow attribute. It's like saying you're visiting Italy just for the spaghetti. But here's the funny part. The stereotype isn't entirely baseless. People here are generally, quite good-looking. The real shock for an American isn't that the women are beautiful, it's that they are completely unimpressed by you. That is a bigger blow to the ego than the supermodel myth. It's a country full of people who are out of your league and they know it. Welcome, intrepid American traveler, to the most extreme travel guide you'll ever read. We're diving into the bizarre reputation. We'll explore folklore, reality, everything in between. First stop, the country's untouched nature. Ah, the Czech countryside. This is the other big selling point. They'll tell you it's an untouched paradise, a green heart in the middle of Europe. And they're not wrong. The nature here is stunning. It's the kind of beautiful that makes you want to write bad poetry or start a folk band. The Czechs treat their forest not like a park, but like a second home. On weekends, the entire country empties out of the cities and marches into the woods. They have color-coded trail markers painted on trees that are more reliable than Google Maps. They have special hiking boots, special hiking poles, special hiking snacks. They march with a grim determination, as if they're on a mission to personally inspect every single tree. This isn't a casual stroll. In the Czech Republic, a hike is a social event. You'll be on a remote trail and suddenly you'll find yourself in a traffic jam of Czech families. They will overtake you. They will not make eye contact. And the silence. These forests are quiet, too quiet. It's a deep, profound silence that feels like it's judging you. The birds are probably judging you. The squirrels are definitely judging you. You'll hear a twig snap and immediately think, is it a bear, a wolf, a disgruntled Czech hiker who saw me step off the path? There are rumors of a Czech version of Sasquatch called the hedgehog. Honestly, after a few hours a hairy monster seems like a perfectly reasonable possibility. If nature humbles you, the cities will remind you who's boss next. And this means facing the ultimate Czech challenge. Public transportation, trams, buses, metros. You can get anywhere at any time for next to nothing. This sounds great, right? It is, until you have to actually use it. The system runs on an honor code. You buy a ticket, you validate it once, and then you just ride. No gates, no turnstiles, no one checking. Because lurking in the shadows, disguised as normal passengers, are the ticket inspectors. They materialize out of thin air and utter the most terrifying words. Dobry den, denki, prosím. Getting caught without a valid ticket is not a simple fine. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated public shame. You will be judged. Oh, how you will be judged. Then there are the escalators. These aren't your gentle mall escalators. These are warp drive escalators that plummet into the bowels of the earth. The rule is simple. Stand on the right, walk on the left. If you dare to stand on the left, you will feel the collective psychic rage of 100 commuters. You may even get a gentle or not so gentle shove. And finally the sidewalks. They look great in photos. They are murder on your ankles. Walking on these things is like a constant, low-grade sobriety test. You will trip, you will stumble, you will see Czech women navigating them in high heels with the grace of a mountain goat, and you will feel a deep sense of inadequacy. The cobblestones are a metaphor for the country itself, charming from a distance, but up close, they will mess you up if you're not paying attention. Tip: validate tickets. Stand right, walk left, and maybe leave the stilettos at home. Let's talk about the food. Czech cuisine is robust. It's hearty. It was designed by people who needed to survive long, cold winters. There are bread dumplings, there are potato dumplings, there are dumplings filled with fruit and topped with melted butter and sugar. A traditional Czech meal will often feature a piece of meat swimming in a sea of thick sauce, surrounded by a fortress of dumplings. Your first encounter can be a shock to the system. You order something called svikova, and what arrives is a slice of beef sirloin in a creamy vegetable sauce, topped with a dollop of whipped cream, a slice of lemon, and cranberry sauce. It sounds like a culinary car crash. It sounds like something a pregnant woman would crave at 3 a.m., but then you taste it, and it's actually delicious. It's confusing, a little heavy, but ultimately satisfying. After a full Czech lunch, you will not be going for a light jog. You will be going for a nap. And then there are the little quirks. Klobiki, open-faced sandwiches, and smazeny sir, deep-fried cheese. It's basically a heart attack on a plate, served with fries. You can't talk about the Czech Republic without talking about beer, or pivo as it's known here. This isn't just a drink, it's a religion. They drink it at lunch, after work, after a hike. The Czechs drink more beer per capita than any other country. And the best part? It's cheaper than water, literally. That will blow an American's mind. You sit down, and a beer appears. When your glass is almost empty, another one will appear. To stop it, place your coaster on top of your glass. One beer turns into two turns into four, and before you know it, you're trying to have a deep, philosophical conversation with a statue at 3 in the morning. Enjoy the beer, embrace the culture, but maybe keep a bottle of water handy. Ah, the Czech language. If you're an English speaker, your first encounter with written Czech will be a moment of pure bewilderment. It honestly looks like someone sneezed on a keyboard and decided to call it a language. You'll see a word like prst, that means finger, or kark, which is neck, and think, is that a typo? There's the infamous R, a sound that has been scientifically proven to be impossible for non-natives to produce. Trying to say it will make you sound like a malfunctioning piece of farm equipment. Czech has 7 cases. 7. The ending of a noun changes depending on its function. It's a grammatical minefield. You will practice saying Dobry den 100 times, and when you finally say it, the cashier may look at you like you recited ancient alien text. But try is enough. If you're used to American forced smiles, you're in for a culture shock. The Czech default is calm, stoic, professional indifference. It's not rude, it's efficient. A smile from a Czech person is earned. When you do earn one, it feels like a rare video game achievement. Once past that exterior, you'll find dry, specific humor. Sarcastic, ironic, self-deprecating. You have to be listening for it. So after all this, what's the verdict? No, of course not. It's not a fairy tale kingdom populated by supermodels who want to hear about your gap year. It's not a pristine wilderness waiting for you to discover it. It's a real country with real people. You come for beautiful castles. You remember the escalators. You come expecting a fantasy. You leave with a healthy dose of reality. You come for cheap beer, you stay for dry wit. Should you visit? Absolutely. But come with the right attitude. Come with a sense of humor. Come ready to be a little confused and a little intimidated. Forget the cliches. Come to experience a place that is complex, funny, unapologetically itself. The Czech Republic might just be the most sarcastically charming. And maybe, just maybe, that's even better.